Hello, all my horror fans. Welcome back to Hermione's Horror Reviews, where I do reviews of. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I do horror book hauls, horror book reviews of both physical and digital media, audiobooks, and so much more. So, I have a review for two books: Stephen King's Night Shift and book of werewolf stories. So, let's start off with Stephen King's Night Shift. Now, Stephen King's Night Shift is, sorry, his first collection of short stories. Some of them are not actually short. Some of them are pretty long. Um, I got through the whole book, and they had like Tommy Knockers, and they had like Jerusalem's Lot, and sometimes they come back, and Children of the Corn, and The Lawnmower Man, and I'm like, I'm not really ready. I am not really ready to encounter these characters. Um, it's like, I don't know. It's like he's like with let's see, it was Jerusalem's Lot. You go back to like the 1800s before all this stuff happened. Um, oh, oh, I hate heartburn. Overall, I just was not really impressed with the book. I give it 1 star because that's the lowest I could possibly give it. I'm just, I didn't like the book at all. I didn't like it. Ugh. I could barely, like, when I got to was it Sometimes They Come Back. I was so I was so like tired of Stephen King for the month. I was like, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, Stephen King is a great author and everything, and he deserves all the acclaim that he gets. But no, I cannot. I cannot. Um, yeah, it just was not my cup of tea. Night Shift was not my cup of tea. All right, and then the book of werewolf stories was so much better. Was so much better. I think because I'm really into the subject, and also because I'm in the middle of writing my own collection of short stories that has werewolves and vampires in it. I really like that book because the stories that are told in the book are original, and he's not trying to terrify us. He's not trying to um, make you have the lights on. He's just trying to tell a story that happens to have werewolves in it, or stories that happen to have werewolves in it. I really did love the book because it's not trying anything big. It's not trying to give you nightmares. It is literally just trying to tell a collection of stories that happen to have werewolves in it. So I like books, especially a collection of short stories, where authors are not trying every trick in the book to terrify the shit out of you. And that's what I absolutely just loved about the book and everything. All right, so uh, I know that a lot of people um, are not a big fan of Amazon because blah blah blah. I still happen to like Amazon because if it's like storming out, or I really want to read a book but I don't want to order it online, I can go and download it onto my Kindle and read it. And yeah, I mean, as much as I love my Nook, and I really do, I really happen to like the Kindle better. Mainly because it's much easier for me to turn it on. But So I had actually went on to Amazon yesterday, or no, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday, and I wanted to get a sample of The Watchers, which is book one in this series, and also um, The Family Across the Street, which looks really interesting. I have not downloaded the sample, so what I did was I asked for samples of the books to decide if this was something that I definitely wanted to read. So they gave me a prologue and chapter one, which is great because my biggest complaint when it comes to samples is that the samples are so small that you don't really get an idea if you're even going to like the book. So they gave me a good size sample, and I did happen to like it, so I went ahead and bought The Watchers. I also had enough money to get Hex Appeal. Now, I think I've read this book before, but because I didn't get it on Kindle, it's not recorded that I actually read the book. So I got Hex Appeal, which is also another collection of short stories that has witches in it. There's like Jim Butcher and Simon R. Green and several others. Then I got from Kindle Unlimited The Creeper, and I am like, okay. I'm definitely interested in reading that book. So I've got two books that I purchased, and one I got from Kindle Unlimited. Um, as far as like horror books are concerned, I really do like Kindle Unlimited because I get to read a lot of books that I normally would never be able to read, and that is the great thing about the membership, which is why I'm keeping it. Is that I can read the stories, and then I can decide if that's something that I want to purchase or add to my physical library. And speaking of that, I'm planning on to go into that room in there because it's like where the hot water heater and all that is, and throw away like 99% of the stuff in there, and get a tub and take all my fantasy books out, but put the ones that I haven't read in a like a Walmart bag, and then I'm going to transfer all my horror books over to the white shelf. So that way, I will have a good amount of room. And once I fill that up and the same thing in front of me, then I will transfer all of my cozy mysteries and other stuff into another one, and that way it's nice and like clean and everything. And yeah, because you're supposed to have a large like distance, which is vital, which is absolutely vital, because because you can cause a fire, and I don't want to do that. Yeah. So anyways, so I'm going to be doing that probably this summer on my days off. I'm going to go in there and start throwing stuff away that I don't need anymore, that has just been collecting dust for a year or so, and replace it with at least probably about, I'm going to guess, maybe like 3 totes. 3 totes. So yeah, I am excited about that. I'm going to have some room in that area and everything. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Bye.